the sky, yeah! 200 degrees is why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, why?
What the F?
Nothing. It's all under control.
Thank goodness.
I love you. Bye. Hello boys, welcome back to another game dev episode. This week I did a ton of work on the online multiplayer, really improving it, getting it up to date with the game. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Today I want to start off by creating a system where I can easily switch out different firing types. Now, if you don't know what I mean by firing type, I mean the way a gun fires. For instance, if the gun shoots instantly or if it charges up its shots. And we have a lot of different guns, some with very specific firing types that I'll have to write, so it has to be able to switch out easily instead of having everything in one shoot function. That'd be really messy, and I'm not a messy coder. Well, I am a messy coder, but I'm trying to get better, okay? My solution wasn't super hard to do. Basically, I just have all the different firing types on the gun controller, and then whenever a new gun is equipped, it says, "Hey, this is my firing type!" And then it'll activate that firing type and disable the current one. After I got this working, I was pretty tired because today was a busy day for me in general, so it was time for me to hop in my bunny onesie and hit the sack. It was finally time for me to implement online multiplayer. So instead I implemented sound effects because that's way easier to do. As Robert Frost once said, "There's two roads. One is easy, the other not so much. Take the easy one." What a guy. I upgraded from using the sound effect randomizing program SFXR to BFXR. I know, quite the difference. Then I wrote a quick sound effect pool that'll play any sound that you request, and added a shoot sound and a jump sound. If you noticed, when you double jump, the pitch is slightly deeper than the main jump. This is just to indicate to the player that they can't jump again. It's a small touch, but I like the small things in life, like the size of my dick. It's finally time to refine the online multiplayer portion of the game. I haven't touched this in weeks, so as you can see, it's really far behind. I started off by just adding a second player, and everything worked perfectly. Well, other than all of those errors, everything worked perfectly. Right now, the network shooting is super basic and won't react to different types of bullets or guns. It's very critical that the network shooting does react to different types of guns and bullets, since you don't want a guy shooting a fucking machine gun in his perspective, and then some dinky little pea shooter fires for everyone else. To solve this, I wrote a small class that carries all the gun data within some strings and ints. Then whenever that player shoots, a new instance of that class gets created and converted to a byte array, then sent along the command, which will then RPC it to all the players. If you didn't understand any of that, I can promise it's way simpler than it sounds. It was finally time to sync colors. You may say, "Kai, isn't it super easy to change the colors of a player and have it sync for everyone? That's like basic networking stuff that you've probably already done." You seem to forget something. I'm a complete dumbass. Now, I've done this before. This is not the first time. But for some reason, I could not figure this out. First, I tried making a network event that repeats and syncs colors every time a player joins. That did not work. Then I tried customizing the spawn function for the player so that the player will initialize as a different color. That also did not work. Then I tried watching My Little Pony best clips on YouTube until I realized that had nothing whatsoever to do with what I was trying to do. After that, I gave up and hit the sack. Oh my god, that poor sack. Okay, so I just woke up, went out, bought some milk from my meth dealer, got back, drank the milk, and everything clicked. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to explain this without sounding boring as fuck. Basically, when a new player joins, they check, am I the version that has authority? AKA, am I the version that's owned by the player who controls me? If so, then it'll change the value of its color sync var based on how many players are in the game. Simple. Now here's where I was tripping up before. Now, all the other versions of that player on all other clients have to check if they don't have authority, then they change their color to that sync var, which already got changed by the root player. I don't know how I couldn't figure that out before, but now it works. In the end, it only took about 12 lines of code.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I need to kill something. I need to let out my rage somewhere, and since I can't kill someone in real life because the government, I think it's finally time I add killing to the game. I want these blocky dudes to suffer. As of now, bullets aren't technically synced objects. I don't know if this is a good way to handle it, but my method is to give a kill authority to the original version of the bullet, and all replicated bullets are just phonies that can't kill or do anything. Like I said, I don't know if this is a good way to do this, but there's only one way to figure this out. Playtesting. I packaged up the game and sent it off to my friend. He didn't respond to my request for help, so I used another method to get his attention. This time it worked.
It's an installer?
Yeah, I made a little installer. But yeah, just follow the setup wizard, and then
I hate installers.
Why?
They scare me.
Oh, and you fucking murdered me.
Bruh.
You just fucking killed me. You ended my life right there. Okay, so jump.
Gang.
The biggest thing is I want to know if it's synced up. So I feel like I'm gonna shoot at you and just like dodge this, okay?
Okay.
Like you dodge that shit, right?
Yeah.
Hey yo, you dodging that shit. Yeah, you can't shoot yourself. It won't work. I've tried many times. I've tried to kill myself multiple times. It just doesn't work. You hit the ground there.
That sucks.
You can't kill yourself.
I wish I
Sorry,
could kill
dude.
myself.
Okay. It makes me feel really good that the first playtest went well. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of problems and a lot of shit to fix, but I can shoot my friends, and they can shoot me, and that's all that matters. I'm not an insecure little bitch who cares about some random number on some random site, so I'm not gonna beg you for likes, but I will ask you to subscribe. I'm the sex machine ready to reload like an atom bomb.